Right, listen up. Liechtenstein, castles, mountains, banks. But there's a pulse here you won't find in any guidebook. It's in the hands of people cooking with passion, using recipes passed down for generations. This is real, honest food, served with pride in one of Europe's most stunning landscapes. Today, we're diving into the heart of this Alpine nation. It's a story of local ingredients, farmers, and a fiercely protected culinary identity. Our journey begins in Vaduz, the capital, alive with energy when the food stalls set up. This is where you find the soul of the place, on the pavement, where locals gather to eat and connect. So, get ready. We're about to embark on a culinary expedition into the heart of Liechtenstein. Let's get this show on the road. Finding the right guide is everything, and we've found our man Liam. He's an Aussie who's made Liechtenstein his home, with a passion for food and a story for every dish.
Chloe, you made it. Welcome to the pocket rocket of Europe. Ready to get your hands dirty?
Liam's energy is infectious. He came for the mountains, stayed for the food, and discovered a culinary heritage as rich as any valley.
First, you need to understand the philosophy here. It's all about Rheintaler Ribbelmai, special corn, and cheese, but it's really about the people. We're meeting local legends today, people who've cooked this food their whole lives. Our first stop is a classic, a true taste of Liechtenstein every local grows up with. It's simple, hearty, and sets the standard for everything else we'll taste. Forget fancy menus. This is food for the soul. Trust me, Chloe, you're about to fall in love with a dish you can barely pronounce.
And with that, we head off, my stomach already rumbling. We arrive at a small wooden stall, steam rising into the cool mountain air. The smell, cheese and fried onions, is incredible. Behind the counter is Helena, a local treasure, making Käsknöpfler with the skill of generations.
This is the best Käsknöpfler in Vaduz. Helena's been making it since she was a kid.
She pushes soft dough through a sieve into boiling water, scoops out the dumplings, layers them with strong local cheese, and tops it all with crispy onions. It's a mesmerizing, efficient dance of ingredients.
The secret is the cheese, local and strong, and the onions slow cooked until sweet and crunchy.
I take my first bite. The dumplings are pillowy, the cheese sharp and gooey, the onions sweet and crunchy. A flavor explosion. It's more than macaroni and cheese. It's a hug in a bowl. Traditionally, it's served with applesauce. Liam insists I try it.
Go on, have a spoonful with it.
The applesauce cuts through the richness, making you want another bite. Genius. As we eat, locals line up, chatting with Helena. This isn't just food, it's a community ritual. The stall is alive with laughter and conversation. Here, food is more than sustenance, it's tradition. Every bite connects you to the land and its people. This is Liechtenstein's soul, served in a bowl. Finishing my Käsknöpfler, I turn to Liam, still amazed.
That was just the introduction. Now let's explore the heart of the ingredients. Käsknöpfler is shaped by the landscape, Alpine food, filling and comforting, made with what's at hand. The cheese comes from cows grazing on Alpine pastures. You can taste the richness of the land. It's terroir, but for cheese. The farmers have made it this way for centuries. The onions, potatoes, apples, all grown in the Rhine Valley. Every ingredient tells a story.
Helena shares a family secret. A splash of kirsch, local cherry brandy, in the onions for depth. These little details, passed down through generations, elevate a simple dish into something special. As we thank Helena and move on, I realize we didn't just eat a bowl of dumplings, we tasted history. It's a reminder that the best food often comes from the simplest origins, perfected with love.
This is about more than filling your stomach. It's about understanding the soul of a country.
Liechtenstein's soul is rich, hearty, and incredibly delicious. Every dish is a plate of history, a taste of the Alpine meadows and the spirit of the people. Here, food is a living tradition, and we're just getting started. On to the next taste.
Ready for something more traditional? This next dish divides people, but it's true old-school Liechtenstein.
Liam leads me to Omar's Küche, a family-run food truck. Klaus, the owner, greets us with a smile. The smell is earthy, meaty, and inviting.
We're here for hafalab, a loaf made from ribble may cornmeal and wheat flour, studded with smoked bacon or sausage, then boiled.
Klaus forms the dough, drops it into simmering broth, and slices the cooked loaf into thick rounds. It's dense, speckled with bacon, and smells surprisingly good.
Don't just look at it, get it in ya.
I take a bite. The texture is dense, like moist cornbread with bursts of smoky bacon. It's rustic and comforting. Klaus serves it with sour cream for a tangy finish. Local workers stop by for lunch, greeting Klaus by name. This food truck is a beloved institution, a taste of home for many. Hafalab isn't pretty, but it's honest, nourishing, and deeply rooted in tradition. Here, every meal is a link to the past. As we finish our hafalab, I reflect on the story behind the food. This isn't tourist fare. It's born from real life.
That's what I love here. Hafalab is a historical document on a plate. Resourceful, nothing wasted. Ribble may corn is crucial, grown in the Rhine Valley for centuries, with its own protected status. Eating it connects you to generations past.
Klaus joins us, sharing that younger generations are losing touch with these recipes. That's why he started his food truck, to keep tradition alive and remind people of their roots.
My Oma would be happy. She'd say, Klaus, you are feeding the people good food, honest food.
It's moving to see his passion for preserving culinary heritage. These food stalls are living museums, sharing family stories one plate at a time. Street food here isn't a trend, it's a vital part of the nation's fabric. Every dish is a lesson in cultural preservation. Here, food is memory, and every bite is a tribute to the past. This is what makes Liechtenstein's food scene so special. It's history you can taste.
Time for something sweet. We're not done with ribble maize corn yet.
We head to a modern stall run by Lena, serving ribble may bramata, a sweet version of the classic. The aroma is buttery and sweet, like caramel popcorn.
Ribelle is cornmeal cooked in milk and butter, forming golden crumbs. Think deconstructed sweet cornbread. Lena offers toppings: apple compote, cherry sauce, elderberry syrup, or cinnamon sugar. I choose cherry sauce. Liam goes for apple compote. Lena smiles. My grandma made this for breakfast, but I wanted to share it all day.
Her modern twist makes this traditional dish exciting for a new generation. The crumbs are warm, buttery, and slightly crunchy, with the cherry sauce adding tartness. It's comforting, not too sweet, and deeply satisfying. Families, couples, and kids all enjoy their cups of Ribelle. Lena's stall bridges past and present, honoring tradition but making it fresh and fun. Sitting on a park bench, finishing our sweet Ribelle, I reflect on the day. We've only visited 3 spots, but it feels like an epic journey. What stands out isn't just the food, it's the people. Helena, Klaus, Lena, they're storytellers, proud to share their craft.
That's the magic here. In a small country, community is everything.
In Liechtenstein, everyone knows everyone. Buying food isn't just a transaction, it's a connection.
They want you to enjoy their food, to see your reaction. That's their reward.
The food stalls are social hubs, gathering places where people connect. Here, food slows you down, encourages you to savor and connect. Hospitality isn't a performance, it's just how things are done. To truly experience Liechtenstein, you have to engage with its food scene. Castles and museums are beautiful, but food makes you a participant, not just an observer. The food is the bridge, the universal language connecting you to the soul of this country. Every meal is an invitation to join the community, even if just for a moment. That's the real taste of Liechtenstein. As our street food tour ends, the sun sets behind the mountains and I feel enriched.
So, final thoughts. What's the verdict on Liechtenstein street food?
It's a hidden gem, a culinary paradise that blew my expectations away. It's not about variety, but about quality and authenticity. Food with a story and a soul. For anyone watching, look beyond the obvious. Don't just pass through. Stop, stay, and eat. Seek out the small stalls, talk to the people, ask about their recipes. You'll get more than a meal. You'll get an experience, a genuine connection. From Kassknopfler's cheesy comfort to Hafalab's rustic honesty and Ribelle's sweet nostalgia, the food here tells the nation's story. its resilience, community, and a deep connection to the land. This isn't just food, it's edible history, a taste of the real Liechtenstein. Don't miss it. Book a trip, explore, and let the street food be your guide. Let it lead you into the heart and soul of the Alps. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Liechtenstein packs a massive punch when it comes to flavor. Absolutely brilliant.
Welcome to Destination Flavor. Today we're in Yerevan, Armenia's capital, a city where ancient history and vibrant modern life meet on every street. Our mission? To dive into the heart of Armenian street food, tasting the flavors that define the city and meeting the people who make it special. Let's hit the streets and discover what makes Yerevan's food scene truly unforgettable. We're at Vernissage Market, Yerevan's bustling hub for art, crafts, and on weekends, mouth-watering street food. The air is alive with the scent of barbecue, fresh bread, and sweet pastries, while stalls overflow with pickled vegetables, dried fruits, and wheels of cheese. Lavash, Armenia's iconic flatbread, is everywhere, fresh, warm, and ready to wrap around anything delicious. Here, food is more than a meal, it's a celebration of community and tradition. Let's meet a local who knows this market inside out.
Excuse me, you must be Armen. I've heard so much about you from other travelers. Everyone says you're the person to know if you want to eat like a true local in Yerevan. I'm Adam. Thanks for showing me around. I've been looking forward to this food adventure since I landed. Adam, welcome to Yerevan. Vernissage is the heart of our weekends, and the food is the soul. This market is where families gather, friends meet, and the city's flavors come alive every Saturday and Sunday. I've been smelling everything for 10 minutes. My stomach's rumbling. The spices, the fresh bread, the sizzling meat. It's impossible not to get hungry just walking through here. What's your story? You sound a bit Aussie. I wasn't expecting that accent in the middle of Armenia. Good ear. I grew up in Sydney, but my heart and my grandparents' recipes were always here. Every summer I'd visit Armenia, and my grandmother would teach me how to make dolma, korovats, and of course lamajun. Those memories are what brought me back. My family's kitchen was always full of laughter, stories, and the smell of something delicious on the stove. I wanted to share that feeling with others, so I moved back to start a food tour business. Now, I get to introduce people from all over the world to the flavors and traditions that shaped me. There's nothing better than seeing someone's face light up when they try Armenian food for the first time. Food is the best way to understand a culture. Every dish tells a story about the land, the people, and the history. Where do we start? For your first taste, we have to try lamajun. It's sometimes called Armenian pizza, but it's so much more than that. It's thin, crispy, topped with a spiced meat mixture, and baked to perfection. See that stall with the big oven? That's where the magic happens. The dough is rolled out by hand, the topping is spread with care, and it all goes into a wood-fired oven that's been used for generations. Lamajun, I've heard of it, but never from the source. Lead the way. I want to see how it's made and taste it fresh out of the oven. This is just the beginning. We've got a lot of eating to do. Let's beat the lunchtime rush and get the freshest lamajun. I can't wait to discover what other surprises Armenian cuisine has in store for us today. At first glance, this looks a lot like pizza, but I can tell there's something special about it. I've heard so many stories about lamajun. Can you tell me what makes it so legendary here in Armenia? Where did it come from? And why is it such a beloved street food? Lamajun literally means meat and dough in Armenian, and that's exactly what it is at its core. But there's so much more to it than just those two ingredients. It's a dish that's been passed down through generations, with each family adding their own twist and secrets to the recipe. The base is a paper-thin dough, almost translucent, and it's topped with a savory mixture of minced lamb or beef, ripe tomatoes, sweet peppers, and a generous handful of fresh herbs. The combination creates a flavor that's both rich and refreshing, with every bite offering a new layer of taste. What's really fascinating is that every Armenian family has their own unique spice blend. Some add a touch of cumin, others might use paprika or sumac, and a few even have secret ingredients that are closely guarded. These spices are what give each lamajun its own personality and make every bite a little different depending on where you try it. Traditionally, lamajun is baked in a toner, which is a deep cylindrical clay oven that's been used in Armenian cooking for centuries. The toner gets incredibly hot, and when the lamajun goes in, the dough puffs up and crisps almost instantly, while the meat topping stays juicy and full of flavor. The result is a perfect balance. The base is crisp and golden, almost cracker-like, while the topping remains moist, tender, and packed with aromatic spices and herbs. It's a texture and flavor combination that's hard to find anywhere else. This ancient technique of baking in the toner is still alive today, connecting modern Armenians to their culinary roots. Takes a bite. Wow, you can really taste the history and tradition in every mouthful. The base is so crisp, almost shattering with each bite, while the lamb is rich, savory, and perfectly seasoned. The fresh herbs on top add a burst of brightness that lifts the whole dish. And then there's the lemon, just a quick squeeze over the top, and suddenly the flavors come alive. The acidity cuts through the richness of the meat, balancing everything out and making each bite even more addictive. The classic way to eat lamajun is simple. Squeeze on some lemon, add a handful of fresh parsley, roll it up like a wrap, and enjoy it right there on the street. It's designed to be eaten on the go, making it the perfect snack for busy markets or a quick lunch. In many ways, lamajun is the original fast food of Armenia. Vendors can serve them up in seconds, and people of all ages grab them as a quick, satisfying meal any time of day. Honestly, I could eat 5 of these without even thinking about it. They're light, flavorful, and so easy to love. But I have to pace myself. This is just the beginning of our Armenian food adventure. There's so much more to discover, so let's see what's next on the menu. After that, I need something sweet. What are these golden puffs?
Ponchiks, Armenia's answer to donuts. Soft, deep-fried dough filled with custard or jam, dusted with powdered sugar.
They're so light. What's the secret?
Double rising. The dough rises twice, making them airy and soft. They're a festival favorite, especially at Berkenden.
Takes a bite. That's pure joy. Light, creamy, not too sweet. Comfort food at its best.
If you like ponchiks, try manchiks. Smaller, sometimes filled with chocolate. But the classic custard ponchik is king.
I could eat a dozen, but what's next?
Time for something savory and unique. Let's go.
I can taste the mountains in every bite. It's more than food. It's a cultural ritual. Remarkable. The bread lets the herbs shine. It's a celebration of the land and a tradition that connects families to nature. Tastes. It's so fresh. Citrusy, earthy, a little spicy, like eating a spring meadow. On a sage, a hot iron griddle. The dough is thin, filled, sealed, and cooked for a few minutes. No oil, just pure flavor. How's it cooked? Spinach, coriander, dill, wild greens like sorrel and curtain. The balance is key. No single herb dominates. 20 herbs, which ones? Jinyalov hats. Bread with herbs from Artsakh. Up to 20 wild and cultivated herbs, each adding a unique flavor. Armen, what's this green-filled flatbread? Armen, I've been waiting for this barbecue. There's something about the smell of meat grilling on the street that just draws you in. What makes Armenian korovats so special compared to other barbecues around the world?
Korovats is our barbecue, an institution, really. It's not just a meal, it's a tradition that brings people together, whether it's a family picnic, a street festival, or just a quick bite on the go. The aroma alone is enough to make anyone hungry. Usually pork, sometimes lamb or chicken, marinated simply and grilled on metal skewers. The choice of meat can depend on the region or even the occasion, but pork is the classic favorite. Each skewer is carefully prepared, ensuring every piece is juicy and flavorful.
The marinade's simple, just salt, pepper, onions. No fancy sauces or complicated rubs.
Exactly. The onions tenderize and sweeten the meat. It's all about letting the natural flavors shine. The salt and pepper bring out the best in the meat, while the onions add a subtle sweetness and help keep everything tender and moist. Sometimes paprika or herbs, but simplicity is key. Some families have their own secret touches, maybe a hint of sumac or a sprinkle of fresh parsley. But the heart of korovats is always its simplicity and respect for the ingredients.
And it's cooked over wood coals. That must make a huge difference in the flavor, right?
Always. The smoke gives it that signature flavor. The wood, often fruit wood like apricot or cherry, infuses the meat with a subtle, sweet smokiness you just can't get from gas or electric grills. It's what makes Korovats unmistakable. The fat drips, the smoke rises, and the meat absorbs it all. Every bite is infused with that deep, smoky essence, and the charred edges add a perfect crunch. It's a sensory experience, sight, smell, and taste all at once.
Vendor wraps meat in lavash with onions. Here goes. Takes a bite. Wow. Tender, juicy, smoky, pure. The lavash soaks up the juices and the onions add a crisp bite. It's the perfect street food. Easy to eat but packed with flavor. The lavash and onions make it perfect. It's simple, but every element has a purpose. The bread is soft and warm, the onions fresh and sharp, and together with the meat, it's a complete meal in your hands.
Korovats is more than food. It's a social event, a taste of celebration. Whether it's a wedding, a birthday, or just a sunny afternoon, Korovats brings people together. It's about sharing stories, making memories, and enjoying the moment.
I get it. This is barbecue perfection. It's not just the taste, it's the whole experience. I can see why people love it so much.
It's about gathering, sharing, and enjoying life. Every bite is a reminder of community and tradition, and every meal is a celebration, no matter how simple.
I could eat this every day. Honestly, I don't think I'd ever get tired of it. There's something magical about food that's made with such care and shared with such joy.
That's the spirit. Korovats isn't just a dish, it's a way of life here. It's about savoring the moment, connecting with others, and celebrating the simple pleasures of good food and good company.
Armin, what a day. So many flavors, so much culture. Thank you for being my guide.
My pleasure, Adam. Sharing our food is sharing our story.
Now, if you had to pick one, what's your favorite street food?
Jingyal hats. It's healthy, unique, and connects me to my roots. More than a meal, it's identity.
A delicious story indeed. For me, Korovats stole the show. Simple, smoky, unforgettable.
Great choice. Sometimes the simplest things are the best. Food brings people together.
Any travel tips for food lovers in Yerevan?
Be curious and brave. Follow the locals, try new things, and don't be afraid to point and taste. Armenians are welcoming. Just say Barev and enjoy.
Perfect advice. Armin, thank you for an unforgettable day.
Thank you, Adam. Come back anytime.
That's a wrap from Yerevan's street food scene.
Thanks for joining us on Destination Flavor. See you next time.